Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and yesterday I was Christmas shopping, and while I was Christmas shopping, I saw the Brad Garlinghouse tweet come across. Yesterday we were having a major pullback in all of crypto, including XRP. XRP had dipped down here. Let me see if I can get this thing to work. It had dipped as low as $1.92. And I was out Christmas shopping, and Brad Garlinghouse did his tweet. You know the tweet. We're going to show you in a minute. And when he did that, I saw, while I was standing there shopping, I saw one of the best XRP price comebacks that in a very short period of time that I've seen in a long time. It went from 192 as high as 240, just like that. But isn't that why this game's so fun? You never know what's going to happen in crypto. Now, we're going to get to that, but I wanted to show you a few thoughts that people are having now. This one, Smoke, December 2024 article claims Ripple plans IPO in U.S. Stock Exchange 2025. Here it is right here. There's cryptocurrency companies planning IPO in 2025. Boom, Ripple. Also, Circle, Kraken. There's a few others there. Those are just a handful of them. Then we got this from John Deaton. Look at this. Following his interview on 60 Minutes, I'm going to skip this part. John's basically talking about how exciting this year and what we're heading into is going to be. Look at this. With a new pro-crypto administration coupled with true bipartisanship support for enacting smart, tailored crypto regulations, I assume Ripple would likewise dismiss its cross appeal. So he's saying, up here he says they can vote to dismiss, at the SEC, they can vote to dismiss SEC's appeal in the Ripple case. Even one of crypto's most harsh critics, John Reed Stark, has come out and said that that's exactly what the SEC should do. Then he goes on, considering 95% of its business has been outside the United States, Ripple has done quite well during these last 4 years. No appeal plus a crypto-friendly administration equals a green light in the biggest and most important market in the world, the United States. In January 2024, it was reported that Ripple was buying back 285 million of its shares, valuing the company at $11 billion. One might ask whether the Ripple CEO was clairvoyant. Some argued the stock buyback was a bold move, especially considering all the uncertainty surrounding both the appeal and the election. In poker terms, Ripple went all in. Let's just say I'm not playing poker against Brad Garlinghouse anytime soon. If the appeal is dismissed in the first quarter of 2025, I could see a Ripple IPO by the end of the year. Certainly the first quarter of 2026 is not unrealistic. Ripple repurchased its shares at $11 billion valuation, but with $1 billion in cash on the balance sheet, plus over 40 billion XRP held in escrow. At today's XRP price, one could argue Ripple's true valuation over $100 billion. I'm not suggesting it is or isn't. I'm suggesting, however, that if you're a Ripple shareholder, you're likely not disappointed in its CEO. And he gives full disclosure that through Link2, he owns Ripple, he owns Kraken, BitPay, Circle, Uphold. So do I. I own all of those except for BitPay, I believe. I think. Don't quote me. I may not have Kraken. I can't remember. Then Credible Crypto, a Ripple stablecoin, is officially coming to an exchange near you. XRP officially ruled not a security. Lawsuit with SEC essentially won. A pro-crypto administration soon in office. A potential Ripple IPO now on the horizon. The stage is set for a double-digit XRP. Stage is set for a Ripple IPO, and the stage is set for a double-digit XRP. And I want to bring your attention back to what John Deaton said here. He said, where's that word? Where is it? Hold on a second. Okay, here. At today's XRP price, one could argue Ripple's true valuation is $100 billion. The last time I saw the shares valued on Link2, who is my sponsor, it was, don't quote me, but it was way down there under 100 billion. It was like 11 billion or somewhere in that range. It was not valued. It was not including the XRP from escrow, I can tell you that. But if it is included, if it is put on the balance sheet, John is 1,000% right. There's no telling what this thing could be worth. I don't think they have Ripple on the platform right now, but I know that they're constantly trying to get it on the platform. So you can go, but just in case, you need to go ahead, go to link to linqto.com or download the app, and they will go ahead and start working on getting you going through the accreditation process so that you can be ready and go ahead and add. You got to add money to your account ahead of time. It used to be different, but now you have to add money before you can trade. But it's pretty instant, actually. I did it this week when I bought Uphold. Okay, so wanted to make you aware of that. All right, and then also, folks, we're very close to hitting the same number of ticket sales that we had last year, and it's not even January. Okay, this is going to be the most massive. It's already the world's largest XRP conference, but it's going to be the biggest conference yet, I think by about 4 times is my projection. Okay, so you can go to xrplasvegas.com to get those. They've got the early bird discount tickets, and you can get discounted MGM Grand rooms, which is where it's going to be held. And we just, I saw last night, that John Deaton has confirmed he's going to be there again this year too. We know Chris Giancarlo is going to be there. There's going to be a whole slew. That's the other crazy thing about the ticket sales. We haven't even announced all the people that are going to be there, and it's going to be some like crazy like people you're going to definitely want to meet. Okay, so here we go. The link's in the description to that. So here's what happened yesterday. This is what caused the XRP price to blast off. Brad Garlinghouse tweeted this. This just in, we have final approval from NYDFS and for RLUSD exchange, and partner listings will be live soon. And a reminder, when RLUSD is live, you'll hear it from Ripple first. I retweeted his we call this a psycho face in the 60 Minutes interview, and said lock in. Crypto Bitlord, who does like to tweak social media, when there is 1 trillion of RLUSD, it will need to be backed by 1 trillion of XRP. Not necessarily. It could be backed by treasuries as well. What Tether did is they bought treasuries and they bought Bitcoin. Well, since Ripple already owns XRP, they already have a built-in treasury. Isn't that a beautiful thing? XRP is only 120 billion now in market cap. It's conservative 10 to 20 times from here based on my calculations, $20 to $30. That wouldn't surprise me at all by end of 2025, folks. USDT, however, doesn't need to be backed by anything. They can print as they want, and we can't actually check. That's right. This is a good write-up about RLUSD. People think RLUSD is going to send XRP to the moon immediately. Here's my take. See, this is reasonable thinking. RLUSD approval has pumped the price from 190 to 235 at a time of this writing. This is purely speculative pump and not one driven by fundamental. The real pump will happen when AMM-LP are set up and people realize they can earn 5% APY on-chain with zero counterparty risk. Then you will see serious money flows into the XRPL. Exchanges will want to capitalize on this, so they will provide RLUSD staking while they directly lock XRP. Well, that's what, and then he says people will look to swapping USD to RLUSD, transforming them to their self-custody wallet, transferring them. This allows them to use RLUSD to buy XRP tokens, etc. on the DEX. Of course, so anyway, he's kind of talking about how it'll be gradual. Now, this is a clip from Brad Garlinghouse, because look, what this really is real USD, U.S. government approved is the key here, folks, because U.S. government approved means that there will be even more liquidity flowing in. Tether has never had U.S. government approval. Real USD does. So there will be billions coming in, And that means tons of liquidity into the XRP ledger. Listen to what Brad Garlinghouse said on Thinking Crypto's show a while back.
I doubt Tether may continue to grow, but I doubt it will have the same market share in 2 years, let's say. So I think there's an opportunity, and I think bringing more liquidity on chain, bringing more liquidity on the XRPL is good for everybody in the XRP ecosystem.
So there's talks of stablecoin legislation around the corner in the United States. Do you think it's going to have a similar shakeup like it did, well, the EU regulations did, where Tether may lose some share here, and that would be beneficial for RLUSD?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think it would be beneficial for all stablecoins that are compliance first, that take a regulatory first, a front foot towards regulation. I think RLUSD would be one example of that I think will do well, but not the only one. So I do think we will get legislation. Hard to know exactly when, but hopefully sometime the next year, given the election. It's hard to make predictions around that.
Sure.
Let me tell you, let me explain to you why I've been here since 2013. The reason I've been here, I'm going to give you a very simple illustration, example of the way I've always seen XRP. It's all about liquidity. I've always thought of XRP as this asset, for the first time since I've been born, that it's an asset, a new asset class, and XRP itself, any of these that have real utility. I've always thought of this as when the time comes and when everything finally gets turned on, that the utility of these things is flowing through them. And so I've always thought of XRP traditionally, and I was explaining this to my wife last night. You can go buy Facebook stock, and some speculators are buying, some are selling. You might be buying, you might be selling. And that Facebook is bouncing up and down in price based on the buying and the selling. Well, it's no different for XRP, with one major difference. And that's why I've been doing this for 6 years. It's why I've been invested since 2013, because I think this is a game changer. I've always thought of when the utility finally gets turned on, and I believe RLUSD will be the beginning of all of this. And XRP will then be like a bathtub that's slowly filling with water, hence liquidity, driving the price up slowly. And then at some point, the speculators that are already buying and selling XRP, at some point, the majority of the speculators will figure out that, hey, this thing's slowly rising due to utility. And now, why would we be on the selling side of a slow rising asset price that, once the speculation figures it out, is not just going to slow rise, but it's going to rocket? That is how I've always thought of this. That's what I think this has always been about. And I think we're going to get to see some crazy stuff into the future. Now, I'm going to cut this video short. We'll do this in the next video. What I want to do is I'm going to talk about what the whales in XRP have been doing. And I'm going to talk about what I bought the dip again this morning, 3 days in a row. I'm going to tell you what I bought more of. And I'm also going to talk about one other token that I've mentioned that I think might be one of the best hidden gems. I'm going to show you why that there is out there, and I haven't even bought it yet. I'm going to tell you anyway. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, tell your friends and family. Here we go.